Yes, my friend, it's story time again with me, the writing help, still here and looping some tales through my feather pen. Today we continue along from where we had left off with chapter 10, and it goes something like this. The kid would have hopped and run from the room as if someone had lit up a spoon, or more like light up a fire pan somewhere near that place where he sits all night long, or up until that point of the plan, when he would have got himself up and run. They were to find him late that night, just on the outer peripheries of the meeting room light, riding away upon the pointed points of his own sword of grey, not too bright, and bowing himself down over a pool of crimson red blood. Oh, good gripe! Mr. Buckley wasn't too far behind him on the ride home, sickly. The only difference with him was to be that he would have taken a more familiar route out, lying himself down squarely upon his own feather bed in his own house. But he probably never did speak a single word to a living soul from the night of the drawn sword until the departure out a mere 2 weeks later. No, don't forsake her, his partner. Before we get there though, there is unfinished business to tend to. Kingsley the king would have taken the third parts from among the glits, the part which everybody there was convinced was to be their parts of the gifts. Well, he would have given them that impression when at the first he went on the mission. His friend though, that said Heartland bro from out of the Heartlands row, he was sitting there as was the customary cheer, wearing a cheeky smile on his fashion bile in the process of the revealing style. That was probably because that was the very thing which he had wanted to say to the king, while he was there doing the dividing sin. After all, even with the third parts going to him in a car, Kingsley's third would have amounted to be heard to be the equivalent to however many of those men were there in the room, there and then, whilst each man's net take would have been piling up on his plate to be equivalent to his own cut of the bakes, plus one. The matter was settled good and done. Those who were good would have been settling home gooder, and be much better able to deliver Kingsley biscuit dipper, while those who were found to be not would have been gone and done flat. Into thy kingdom come slot, Mr. King, Kingsley King and his sons. Now, let's sing along to the Kingsley's song. Kingsley, Kingsley, Kingsley and his sons. Now, here for you are some more gods of earth with great things to do. Gods of the new birth. Those who receive the special gifts worship and do obeisance unto them. And in turn, the gods bless or curse the givers, or those who dare to invoke their attention on behalf of others. The nonsense, just for instance. Gods of the hurricane. They visit the people for good or evil, to warn or to bless. Strong winds may blow to send the waste and wither things where they should go. When those very strong winds though happens to be gods who will without fail show the enemy the road to toe, don't get on the wrong end of their wrath. No, like when those very men were to be headed back home again, they were to run headlong into the fury of the gods of the hurricane. And in studying he would have studied, and he was doing the experiments too, but that too was to study you, and all of the other studied law studs too, as well as the unstudied bodies, and to try and understand all of the things which they, just as much as you do, or fail to do like they would often do, failing at doing what they were supposed to, and in so doing, he would have found out and learned more about you, much more than all of the nothingness which you thought that you knew, but never did know. That was just to show you that you did not know. You did not know nothing that was worth knowing, as the records were to be shown. But as for him, he would have known right away that you lost. You never did nothing in the cars. No. I mean, anything on your own. And even though you may want them to go on and say that it is not so, Irene, you sure seem to know how to go around and sow copies of other people's scouts. And that was how, yes, that was how you would have mopped up your sweaty brow and harvested all of the fields which you had planted and plowed. Anyhow,